Hey guys, welcome back to another video today, and today we're going to be talking about everything we know so far about the upcoming Robbery update. And of course, there has been some new information that we'll be going over in today's video. But anyway, before we jump right into the video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe because it really helps me a lot. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. So as you guys do know, a few weeks ago, Jailbreak had a brand new update. And of course, the update was pretty cool, but the best part of the update was it added like a hint to the next robbery. And the first hint was some weird grass wall. We didn't know much about it, but it was over here at the Doom Buggy place. And there was some grass wall right there, something weird. It was some texture, and we were just kind of assuming, this seems kind of weird. But then it got slowly updated over time. So next up, as you guys know, I think you guys already know this, but there was a sundial added to it, and there's Asimo, DatBrian, and the collector and everything, and they're added there, and we're like, oh my gosh, it's probably going to be a mine robbery. And then the collector started digging, and that's when the sort of like a storyline happened, and I'm going to be going over that in today's video. But of course, there has been some new updates, so I'm going to show you that really quickly. And of course, the agents has not been updated this entire time, even though I thought they would, but it's kind of weird, but I guess Asimo hasn't really touched them at all, so we're good. But over here, let's see what changed. So, as you can see right over here, you got some of these, weird sundials just like duplicated. There's like 3 of them now. And then, of course, there's the shovel, but there is no brush. The brush is completely missing. And there is Bad GC right over here, but Asimo is gone, and he's somehow stuck in this black hole right over there. And I think I got a theory for this, and it'll all make sense a little while later. But over here, the collector is missing too. So you might be asking, where's the collector? Well, the collector is pretty far away. It's almost like the collector has vanished from the area. But if you come over here to this place over here, the collector is sitting pretty far away from where the cave or, this other weird robbery upcoming place might be. It's pretty far away, as you can see. Now, I'm going to be going over the storyline, and I'll make you guys, decide what you think it is. But let's go ahead and go over the robbery information first, because we do have some upcoming information about the next robbery, and Asimo has confirmed it. So the first thing is the robbery might be a sort of live event. Well, I'm going to put this in parentheses. It might be a live event, but it is sort of not a live event. So basically, Asimo is going to add like a countdown timer in the game. So, I can hype people up for the robbery. But he's not actually going to update things in the game. He's basically, when the timer hits 0, then after that, the robbery would just automatically update. Like the game would just shut down, and then you can rejoin and do all that kind of stuff. And Asimo says right over here, shutdown style. No way we can hide something like this. It'd be leaked by somebody. And also the good thing is, you guys know, Jailbreak lost in the Bloxies, right? But Asimo is doing this because it might actually be, can be in the live event category for next year's Bloxy Awards. So if they actually do win that, that would count. The next update info is quite disappointing, and I really have no idea, but yet the update is not out yet, so I can't really give my opinion on this. But Asimo says right over here, small nugget of update info. You'll need 3 players total to enter, but you can escape solo if your friends die. And one of my friends, Fiddy, said over here, it'd be wonderful if the museum is like that. Annoying when other players die in the museum and you're trapped. And Asimo replied back saying, no plans to change the museum makes it unique. And the cool thing is Asimo technically did reply to me. Asimo has not replied to me in so long, but Asimo has replied to me. So I asked this question, why 3 people though? Wouldn't this make it harder since it requires 3 people to work together to start the robbery? And of course, you guys know the bank truck, right? And of course, this person replied to me saying, this is just like the museum. I can already tell not much people would even rob it. And Asimo surprisingly replied back saying, museum is our most robbed robbery. And with a smiley, laughing, tears of joy emoji, which, I don't think that's that surprising. I'm really not that sure what metric he's counting, like the amount of people that robbed it, or like the amount of money that's being robbed, because the museum is the most paying robbery, right? So it kind of makes sense. It's like the most robbed. I'm not really sure what metric he's using it as, but, let's move on. And of course, this person says, where do you find this information? And Asimo says, we track a ton of data for the game. And that got me thinking, wouldn't it be kind of cool if there's a website where there's a live counter of each second Jailbreak players are robbing amount of money, and we can see it go up? I don't know, there's something in I don't know, Washington DC, where there's that thing where tax dollars go up. I think that'd be kind of cool if Jailbreak had that kind of timer. That'd be kind of cool, but that might be hard to do. But Asimo tracks a lot of data for the game. But yes, the next robbery is going to be an extremely collaborative type robbery. Pretty collaborative. Anyway, let's go ahead over to the storyline and we'll just begin. So, as you guys do know, the collector showed up here a few weeks ago and they brought their shovel, they brought their brush, and they started mining away. And we first found out they found this sundial right over here, which is an ancient ruin. And the next, they found like a random tile on the floor. Now, one thing I want to test out right over here is Asimo is somehow like in that black hole right over there, or like a cave. It's like a black hole, but like it's a cave, right? But a lot of people have been saying stuff about that. But I want to actually try to like no clip through the ground by using the no clip glitch, where you can just like fall through the ground and kind of see what's below it. So here we go. Let's do that. And oh, what's that? I think I just saw Asimo in there. I don't think we saw much in there, but let's try this again. Let's go in and let's see. What's in here? Yeah, just Asimo, nothing else. I mean, I don't know why I was expecting something. But, as you can see, Asimo is underground. So, it seems that there is going to be a sort of like an underground type robbery or something underground. But, yeah. Anyway, the storyline really begins on this Twitter account called Jailbreak Collector. But first of all, as you can see, update news begins on Monday. We have a big new robbery to announce, Season 4 and more. So let's go ahead and go over to the, the Collector account and show this off. So our journey really starts on May 18th when Jailbreak Collector says, "Hello, Twitter." And on that day, they also showed a big fat sundial right over here and with their hand sticking out right there. And that's when everything started. Now, there wasn't nothing new. People thought, oh, it's just some sort of archaeology robbery, but there's more hints to more things. A few days later, there was a tile that was posted. As you can see, they've mined a little bit, and there is a tile right there. And we thought, okay, they're finding things. It has to be like sort of like a mine robbery or something like that. And, of course, then, the collector started being a little bit sus. So, they said, "I never thought it'll be found. I have a lot of work to do. Asimo wants me to stay quiet. I'll do my best to share what I can." And then they started putting out a few, little hints right over here. So, it says, "I have found the main entrance. Much work ahead. Tons and tons of dirt is being excavated." If you haven't watched my previous videos, you would know that excavated will probably mean something like digging sort of like ancient ruins. So, it kind of gives a hint about what the next robbery will be. And of course, next they said, "Yesterday I took a large fall and I don't know where I am. It's dark in here. I should slow down. I must be more cautious." So there is something in there that, I don't know, someone's against. We're not really that sure. And then the Jailbreak Collector says, "I must be cautious. They don't want me here." Of course, I didn't really get this at first, but it seems like there are things down the robbery. We don't know, like animals, monsters. We're not that sure, but something is down there. And as you guys do know, a few days later, Asimo did post a teaser, and the Jailbreak Collector did say that, "I ventured further, I found what I came for, where is the exit?" And we're going to be going over this teaser because there is a little bit more to it. So let's go ahead and just play this really quickly, so I wouldn't really say too much. But in the beginning, there's some sort of rocks falling, and then after that, you hear some footsteps. Then you hear some, sort of like a gate, some screeches. And then some Western-styled font right over here, and it says, "Newest robbery coming early June." So, as you guys do know, something weird has happened. So, there is, some sort of rocks falling, so it kind of gives a hint to a mine robbery. Then there's some footsteps, so it's a really quiet place. And then there's, like, some sort of a screechy door, which gives some sort of, like, some creepy vibe. But, yeah, that's something that you should note. Then next, the Jailbreak Collector says, "There is no way out. I'll have to create my own. Hey, BadCC and Asimo, I need some supplies." And I really hope, this is completely off topic, but Asimo and BadCC have, sort of hinted at a crafting feature in Jailbreak, but I don't think this has anything to do with it. But if you do have to craft your own supplies, I don't know if this has to do with the robbery, but the Jailbreak Collector had to break their way out of where they were. And then just a day ago, Jailbreak Collector said, "My exit is nearing completion, but I need something, like a faster way out of here." So they needed something to get out. And lastly, just yesterday, of course, Jailbreak Collector says, "I believe my work here is complete. And it will meet you down here when you're on your own adventure." And that sort of just explains why the Jailbreak Collector is all the way out here, because they somehow have dug all the way out here. And I think I have a theory for this, but first of all, I think this robbery might be like huge. Like, I think it might extend from here all the way to there if that is the case. Like, it seems like you need to break your way out of this robbery. So it is a really unique robbery. And I just want to tell you guys that this is like not very far away from right over here, which is like a mine shaft in Jailbreak. I'm pretty sure you guys know this, but there is a mine shaft right over here, and it is not far away. I don't think it's anything to do with the robbery, but it is not far away. But the thing I think about this is, if you guys have been playing Jailbreak for a while, there used to be a cave around here, exactly where the collector is right now. Like around here, there used to be a small little cave as an Easter egg where you can hide in there and something like that. And of course it's gone now. Asimo has removed it, but it used to be around here, and I think it's kind of weird that the collector is standing pretty close to where that was. So if that gives you a hint or anything, I think it may have something to do with that. So just the whole storyline just summed up, the Jailbreak Collector showed up here at this sort of like place. They start digging, they went underneath the ground, and then after that they found something there and they wanted to leave, but they had to dig their way up, and now they showed up here. But inside they found some things, and they also found something a little bit in there that didn't want them there, which may lead to a theory of maybe some wild animals or maybe something in there. Tell me what you guys think. What do they mean by they don't want me here? Because that part sort of like thinks me like, I don't know, what is someone chasing after them? Is something like after them? It's really confusing, but it's also really vague at the same time. But it seems that there may be like, you know, it actually kind of does make sense. You know, a lot of Jailbreak robberies just have lasers stopping you. So maybe this time there's gonna be like an NPC chasing after you, because that will be a lot more fun. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Tell me what you guys think down below. And also, it will take 3 people to start the next robbery. 3 people to start the next robbery, which is going to be kind of, I don't really like the idea of 3 people. I think you guys might not like that as well, because 3 people just seems like a lot. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye!